So my task tonight was to think about homepage design and how you can implement something quickly, easily, and is effective. As a creative guy, I would tell you that that's not the case. It's kind of hard to do. So I'm going to kind of roll through a couple things for me, homepage stuff. So everybody's company is a little bit different. Everybody's customer is a little bit different. So just know that going into it, and not one answer is the right answer for everybody. So I'm going to show you some good stuff, and I'm going to show you some bad stuff. One of the keys, though, is don't be a stranger to your potential customer, and don't be a stranger to your current customer. Meaning, you got to tell them who you are, right? I will show you some home pages in a minute. MIT being one of those for their visual studies program that I would never, ever, ever, ever send somebody to if they were interested in going to that school for that program. You'd be amazed at how many companies have a website that don't tell you who they are and what they do. So what do your customers want or need? When JP was talking about getting out and meeting his customers, 10 meetings a month, learning what they're after and what they need, that's a prime example. Do that research now and answer those questions on your website. So in essence, help them self-select to make sure that you are the right company for them. And then what does you and your product do? Too many people just have a picture of their product and they don't really tell me why it's magical or why it will make my life that much better. And then how easy is it for them to use a website? For us at Rocket Dog, we do a lot of wireframes and design treatments and those kind of pieces to really understand how customers use their products, whether it's websites or not. So here's a couple tasty samples for you: the good, the bad, the ugly. Understand your customer, easy navigation, content is king, make sure it's SEO ready. A lot of people forget that segment of content. It's easy stuff to do, right? I call it the basics. Strive for simplicity, white space is your friend. And the last note there was, don't forget what your goal is for the customer, right? When you're building these products, it's great to want to do everything for them. But at the end of the day, you have a goal too. Whether that goal is to sign up for a newsletter, get them to buy a product, get them to be a lover of your brand. Know what your goals are when you get in charge of building these products. Don't just sit back and go, well, this is what my customer said. Well, that's fantastic, right? If everything was run by the lowest common denominator in all our world, it's probably not going to be the best thing, right? You have a product, you have a service, it's better than the next person. Tell them that and help to guide them to that solution. For instance, MailChimp, I don't know, who here does email broadcasting? All right, so pretty good solid. If you're not doing it, you should be doing it. MailChimp happens to be a service that I've used in the past. These guys tell you right out of the gate, try it for free or watch a demo, right? Who are they? We make email marketing easy and fun. Now I will tell you that as a design guy, is this the most awe-inspiring design in the world? Probably not, but it works, right? They told you who they are, easy navigation, sign up for free. Here's our 4 things that you can do. And oh, by the way, here's a testimonial right on the front. So, Box, another prime example, right? You're seeing some styles that people are following in here. Sign up, here's our key things, nice graphics. By the way, these are all somewhat designed well, so I'm pretty happy with that. FreshBooks, who does accounting for their companies? Who does online accounting, right? These guys do that. Oh, it's easy to use. I can work anywhere. I can save time billing. I can guarantee you when they went out and asked people why you use accounting software and why you hate it, which most people do, this was the 3 things, right? If you could do these 3 things, I will give you a pot of gold, right? Okay, by the way, this is what we do. Now, whether that happens or not, I don't know, but they're at least telling you a story, right, that they do. Who uses Mint from a financial point of view, right? Pretty simple. This is their homepage, right? Now, mind you, this page is a lot longer, but this is what they do. And oh, by the way, I'm showing you what it looks like on multiple devices, which is kind of crucial in today's world when building products, right? A couple years ago, that wasn't a big deal. And then it became, well, I have to build separate products. And now it is, oh, by the way, I can build one thing and be responsive and show it on many. That's debatable depending on the product, in my opinion, but our goal is to build the best solution possible for your clients and for your customers. These guys here, pretty simple. They're a healthy company, right? Oh, look, happy, healthy employees, yay, right? Oh, look, here's our website. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. and oh, guess what? Contact us to learn more. Now, I would tell you, this is a duplicate of what's going on right here, right? So in essence, above the fold, below the fold. They're hitting you twice with wanting to learn more. So don't be afraid to do that. I mean, that's the idea. Has everyone, I don't know if you guys ever heard the saying, you will never get the sale unless you ask for it, right? So prime example of most of these companies, they're asking for you to buy their product. This is a landing page. I got a couple examples of those in there. And they are different than what I would call a traditional homepage. They are all about conversion. So a little bit later, I'll talk about types of people, and I think Mike will delve into it a lot deeper. But optimized landing pages, they have very specific goals. It isn't like, oh, look, here's the brand of the company. Let me tell you the backstory. It's like, no, sign up, sign up, sign up, right? Oh, watch a video, sign up. Like, that's the goal. So they are clearly telling their customers what they want them to do, why they're there. And oh, by the way, they've made it real easy. Bullet points. There's not 2 or 3 paragraphs telling you why that company is amazing. Bullet points. Oh, look, it's 3 easy steps. So make it easy. Now we're going to the good sites. I mean, these are the best design sites I could find online. We got 3 or 4 of these in here. This is, got an ugly bathtub, don't replace it, reglaze it. I got to be honest with you. I'm not calling these guys. I don't care if my bathtub has been filled with dirt for the last 50 years. I'm not calling these guys. First of all, I'm not going to be that person, but it's not going to happen, right? So as a brand, it's horrible. Now, we just went from simple services of email, right, living healthy, all that kind of good stuff, to bathroom. This is it. I'm not living it, not loving it. So next, right? Oh, look. How about this place? It's probably a wonderful place to stay. Might have great beds, might have great things to do outside the inn. No, that's my answer for this place, right? The little yellow house reached out to me. Oh, sure it did, right? Right now the navigation is reaching out to me and it's touching me inappropriately at this point. I got to be honest with you. So I may need to talk to Graham and Doug. Can you guys tell me what these guys do? I can't. This piece is a flash piece, and I'm not bashing flash by any stretch of imagination. All it does is spin. That's it. That is all this company does. Reform, ever growing. Okay. Next. Like, that's kind of what it is. So these guys are probably the kind of company that if you know about who they are, fantastic. But if you don't, you're never going to know who they are until you dive in a little bit more. Here's the advanced studies, right? As a designer, I literally ran into the kitchen and stuck my eyes on my gas burning stove, right? Like, this was painful. I would never, I can't even look at it. I gotta go. So when JP said, well, what's the one thing people are gonna take away from your presentation when you talk about landing pages? We talked about your customers and getting answers from them and then giving those answers in a nice, easy way to do. This is my motto at our company, right? Rocket Dog's tagline is brave new design for a variety of reasons. But when we talk to clients, this is what we do. If you have to choose, spend more time on design, right? I can do logos, I can do sketches on a paper, I can do wireframes, I can do mock-ups before I ever build. And I can do those at probably 5 times the rate of getting it built and then getting it to the end and going, will this work? Right? Don't be afraid to test it. And you can test it through mock-ups. You can certainly test it through quick prototyping. Don't be afraid to test, right? I think that's kind of the motto for a lot of rapid prototyping folks these days, are just throw it out and we'll see what happens. Well, as the brand guy in me, I'm like, easy, right? Figure some of that stuff out on paper. See how it works, work through it. Design makes a difference in everything that we do, right? Whether it is the iPad or the iPhone, design makes a difference. How many people in here have a Zoom? That's what I thought, right? That's a prime example of design makes a difference. So who's paid attention to Chrysler as a company lately, right? Brand new ad campaign, brand new cars, Eminem as music in the background. Like, as a brand, those guys are moving in the right direction. A bunch of companies are that way. So it makes a difference at the end of the day. If someone, because I hate to break your bubble, You're not the only person. I'm not the only company in the world that does design, that does websites, that does marketing and branding, right? There are millions of them. Why choose me, right? Why choose JP's company, right? You're going to look at it. You're going to look online. Is it a nice interface? Do you like it? Is it easy to use? I don't know. I got to be honest with you. Those pages are designed so it makes it think that it's easy to use, whether it's easy or not. I mean, Salesforce is the big kid on the block. I'm sure everybody here has used them and or know of them. They're just like, they are the word of sales engines, meaning way too many features that nobody ever uses, right? Simplify it down. Know what your people want and give it to them. But design makes that difference. So if you got to choose, go with design. And there you go. Oh yeah, I forgot that one. And if you need me, Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of good stuff. It's real easy. Michael Elliott. You know, love letters, hate mail, all that kind of good stuff. I'm up for it.
Michael.
Yeah.
That's my fault. That's not Michael's fault.
Yeah. By the way, this is killing me right now. Just so you know.
I'm sorry.